Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4. I'm the Mysterious JG. I'm doing a bit of off-screening in this game. It's the thing that I do when I want to have an adult beverage and just playing a game. I'm trying to do things that are useful to the Let's Play, but I hit a point where I just had money, and as I mentioned before, there's nothing to spend money on in this game except for ammo. So I ended up playing ahead in the story. Um, and now it's like weird because now I've had a couple of sessions like that. Like for whatever reason, I haven't recorded this in a while, and I'm like, oh, I'm jumping all the way back to this point. So forgive me if I get a bit confused about where we are in the story. But I know, I mean, I didn't intend to, but I've gotten to the point where my off-screening, we're we're at the game's second save point. This is another one of those games where as the story advances, you get different save points. Um, and we haven't unlocked the second island yet, but I think we're really close. And by second island, this game has, like, this island is unlocked. Uh, I don't know how do you actually tell what the island is called? Because it's like you just get Liberty if you're out in the middle of nowhere on the map. Um, and the islands do have names. I just don't remember where you go to figure it out. Other than Happiness Island, I don't know how you actually, because these are neighborhoods, not the island. Oh, Charge Island. Is that what it is? And then this is, if I can just find that, because this one I think is called Algonquin. Whatever. Okay. Let's get back to the game. So we've done a few missions for Jacob, little Jacob, and now we're at the point where the only mission giver I believe we have is Vlad, who, as I've, oh, there's a stranger out there, someone where we should go interact with. So let's go find the stranger, get into some stranger danger. The last thing I did, I was goofing around this morning, playing and not recording, not with an adult beverage, just hanging out, and I stepped out of the safe house, like literally, I'm walking out the door, so I haven't been able to see. I can't see my surroundings on the street until I step through the door, and instantly someone bumps into me, and they say something like, "Hey, motherfucker, like you stepping up to me," and have their dukes up. So I fight them. I'm embarrassed to admit that it's not going well. Like I'm going to if I win, I'm going to come out of this fight with like half health. But while we're fighting each other, uh, I get a 1-star wanted level because I'm committing violent acts. So the cops are approaching. I pull out a knife to try to quickly stab the guy to death, and I actually have the cops. And this is the thing they could do in this game, like in prior games. If you're in a vehicle, you can be arrested, or if you are downed, you can be arrested. Otherwise, if you're just standing upright, they just like shoot at you. But like, I guess because I wasn't using a gun, a cop just walked up to me and put a gun to me, and had a little message that said to break free from a cop while being held up, press A, which is a mechanic in this game. It's not in other games. They just shoot you. Um, and if you are downed, they can. If they're standing over you with a gun while you are downed, you will automatically be arrested. So I'm like, fuck this. That's when I decided I should be recording today. So hopefully things go a little more smoothly for me. Wow, you seem like somebody who is a character design to be a stranger we interact with rather than just an NPC on the street. With the glasses and the weird shirt. He doesn't look as generic as you'd think an NPC would. Okay, it's the drunk guy, I guess?
How you doing?
Oh,
Okay. That's nice. That's real nice.
okay.
Hey, I remember you. You're the comrade guy. The guy with all the jokes.
Oh yeah. How time flies when you're having fun.
Um,
And you're definitely having a lot of fun.
No doubt. Listen, dude. You want to make a quick buck?
I want to pause, but now I don't seem to be able to.
I got something to show you.
So I can't for the life of me remember
Amigo.
if it happened on screen or off screen. But yeah, you meet this guy and he says a bunch of stuff making fun of us for being an immigrant and calling us a Russian, and then gives us like $100 and says like "Welcome to America," and he's like high when he's doing it. So if we didn't get that scene on screen, I apologize. It's my fault. One of the bad things about trying to off-screen for money in this game is that you might trigger like random bits of non-plot essential dialogue. But and again, I cannot remember if that happened on screen or not. I feel like it didn't, and maybe it did happen on screen, and I'm nuts. But yeah, he was basically like he was calling us comrade and saying how are things going, comrade? You having fun in that bread line, comrade? Ruski. And then he gave us $100, and Nico was just like, okay, whatever, dude, and like did not just like violently murder him. So we have to get a vehicle.
Your mother was right. You're pathetic.
I noticed a cop car, so I tried to avoid that particular moment to get a vehicle.
I'm robbing you. Don't freak out.
Thankfully, he's not one of the NPCs who will fight for his
Over
vehicle.
to Masterson Street.
So what are you showing me?
Dude, this is meant to be the biggest rock in the world. These
Okay.
guys are fucking scientists.
Oh, they have sex as
They're meant to be
scientists?
Bigger than my fist, bigger than a melon. Fucking genius. It'll last me weeks.
Sure it will.
Hitting one was fierce, dude, like being on the trading floor. Yeah. Ha!
Okay, if it wasn't clear, his thing is he's like one of these stock traders who's on drugs, which is a thing. And this game, I guess this game is set more or less in modern times when it was released, which would have been the aughts, I guess. Right, this would have come out in the aughts, or was it the 2010s?
Either I'm spinning out or you're driving really slowly. Wait here while I make the deal, dude. Let's hope this thing isn't too heavy for me to carry by myself. Sick.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mr. Bakerman, this is a real sound investment you're making. Good use of your assets and shit. Most definitely.
Okay, so they actually gave him drugs for real. It wasn't a robbery attempt.
Take me over to Wappinger and Hardin.
Because I was kind of convinced that these guys were just robbing him and we had to rescue him from getting robbed. Instead, we're driving him to a
No
deal.
rock. It's a fucking boulder! This shit's gonna blast me to the moon! Oh, what's that film where that guy is on a mountain and he gets chased by that huge boulder?
I don't know.
Oh, shit, dude, I should remember this.
Is he talking about
Anyway,
Indiana
that's
Jones?
how I'm gonna feel when this shit's chasing me around my head?
Is there a boulder scene in one of the Indiana Jones movies, or am I can't remember now if there was specifically one.
This your place?
Yeah, sorta.
Temple of Doom, maybe?
No, it doesn't matter. Here's some dollar. Appreciate the ride.
Dollar bill, y'all. So I wonder if this triggers an autosave. It does. Yeah, Luck of the Irish is way ahead in the story, and I was playing around, doing stuff. And of course, oh, that's the other thing. It's like if I jump from autosave to autosave, that's gonna mess me up too. Because, well, not autosaves, but like if I jump ahead a few missions to where I've earned some money on the side, that could mess us up because I'll have different progress. This is a guy with a series of stranger missions. Eventually, we will do a mission where he does get himself in trouble, and we have to help him. That's where I thought that one actually was. So, Comrade's Bar, which is right next to Jizzy Jim's, and the nail place. But the mission is hung out to dry.
you're going to have your license revoked.
What?
My friend, smoking in a bar is a crime. Plain and simple.
You joking, right?
In New York?
Hey, Mallory, tell Fatty his cousin is okay. He just walked in.
Fatty Boombuletti.
Girl.
Yeah? Stay away from her.
Of course. Now listen. You did good with the piece of data. But now one more peasant is trying to avoid pain.
Who?
Moskovsky Jor.
These guys are
who owns the
royalty, of
laundry on
course.
Masterson Street. Thinks in this country business is done different. Says he will go cops on us.
Okay. So?
Jerk needs to be taught a lesson.
Jerk.
Give him a beating. Let him know mine is right.
Hey! Stop that smoking!
I was wondering what he was going to say.
Easy, buddy. Go on. Do what you gotta do. But remember, you see a cop, you don't know.
I see anyone, I don't know you.
Ho, ho.
Oh, oh. Merry Christmas.
Сладкого. Да, да. Что ты хочешь? Быстрее, я очень занят.
Yes, you must put a stop to these peasants going around trying not to pay protection to royalty. We shall be known as Roger. Sorry, this is a Spontaneous Nation episode that I listened to recently, got stuck in my head here. The childhood home of Fred Rogers. We shall raise our children as royalty. It's weird because this one of the guys was doing Hal Loveland was doing this King Friday type routine, and I guess because later in the routine, oh man, I forget his first name. Charles F. Tompkins comes in and he starts doing King Friday. Like, I think Hal Loveland was trying to do a King Friday voice, but it was weird enough that later in the routine we get a different King Friday voice because I don't think they recognized that each of them was doing King Friday.
I have a message from Vlad.
Shit! Stay away from me!
Yeah. Gotta chase this not so tiny shopkeeper. It's not even that he's particularly not tiny, it's just... Oh, crap. Should have stolen... I didn't notice there's one right next to it facing the correct direction. Oh, well, at least it didn't make me... Damn, this thing handles terrible. I hope I don't get any copyright strikes. I haven't really got a good feeling yet for which radio stations will and won't cause trouble in that regard. Wait a second. Oh, this is the wrong... Oh, I started chasing the wrong person! I thought that was the car I was supposed to be chasing. I thought I was... Oh, I was chasing the wrong car. God dang it. I got confused. It did seem weird that that person didn't really try that hard to get away or to fight me when I chased them. But when I got out and defaulted the gun, I got confused because I'm pretty sure I'll fail the mission if I kill the shopkeeper. I'm supposed to beat them up. You're not going to get them to pay protection money if they're dead. Unless the idea is somebody else at the laundromat starts paying protection because I killed the, you know, an employee or something. Schlack, schlack, schlack. I keep getting copyright notices for the Russian radio station's music, but never anything with the video is unviewable anywhere. Alright, so no more commenting on the size of the shopkeeper. Hopefully the Ballista Compact, well, it's not as fast, but hopefully it handles a bit better than that other car did, because that thing was giving me some trouble. Okay, at least I'm... and there's a cop car, that's inconvenient. Although it isn't really going the same way I am, so that's kind of... never mind. Alright, so it's a big van. So it ain't exactly a high-speed vehicle either. And they're telling me how to focus the camera, not how to shoot. So I don't think I'm meant to be shooting the guy, although you can. That might be how I get him out of the car. No, that was a mistake. It got me a wanted level. Which seems fair. I just was kind of hoping there wouldn't be cops around. Alright, using the gun was a mistake. Because I'm getting dialogue that suggests I'm supposed to bump him until he gets out.
Come on, man, just pull the hell up.
Although he doesn't seem like he wants to get out. Maybe... okay, never mind. Do I just win automatically?
You got me. You got me, okay? Why have you not paid Vlad the money you owe him?
I'm going to. I've just been having the trouble getting it together.
Well, get it together, friend.
Man.
You will be getting the money to him soon, or your wife shall be using your washing machines to get the blood out of your clothes.
My wife is dead. That is part of my sorrow.
Do not ask twice for a favor.
I understand. I will get it to you.
I understand. If I don't do you a favor the first time, you understand. Oh, I shouldn't have spoken over that. That's actually kind of a key little piece of dialogue. Because Nico comes here hoping for a better life, but he's involved in the same kind of nasty, gross shit that he was in the old country, and so it's kind of part of the theme of the game.
I spoke to the laundromat owner. He gets the message. He will pay you now.
I like your style. You can be an intimidating guy.
And a wild and crazy guy.
Everybody knows what a stupid yokel you are when you open your mouth. Huh? Now back to the bar.
I will insult you further. Yes, he doesn't seem like he's very appreciative of Nico's skills. But don't worry, I'm sure that eventually, with time, we will become close friends. It's not like it's impossible for this... I'm making fun of it because it's not what's going to happen, spoilers, but... I mean, they could... It could be a theme where Vlad gradually backs off and leaves Roman alone because, Nico has proven that he's a man who can get shit done, and they gradually gain mutual respect, but no, Vlad's just kind of an asshole. And we do missions for him until we reach a point in the story where we don't do missions for him anymore. There are mission givers in the Grand Theft Auto... Like, I went back after the fact to check out GTA 1 and 2 a little bit over the years, but for me this series really starts with 3, and it is a long-established pattern. There are occasionally mission givers where you really like them, and you have fun working for them, and you feel sad when you run out of missions for them. But there's quite a few. There's always mission givers in the Grand Theft Auto series where, you know, the relationship of employer and employee terminates when the story puts you in a position where you take them out. Not that I'm saying that's going to happen with Vlad, certainly not, but... Carlos, like, they kept having scenes that were intended to make you not like Carlos Diaz, and then when you kill Carlos Diaz, it's pretty satisfying. And then, on the other hand, I was sad when it came time to, I think logging on is, let's see, 4:58, and there's a 5:31 slot. you'll see I finally went in and I got on Xbox Live, so I've got a small number of save slots where the dates are not all messed up, and it always thinks it's November 22nd, 2005. I will start saving on this. Logging on is probably one that I want to, when I get there, load a state, because we'll have a lot of money. So let me save over this slightly older logging on save file. And I think we've got a few more minutes left in this video. We should probably be a little over halfway through a video, yeah. Maybe it's because I'm a 21st century lonely pervy bachelor, but if I'm going to look at pictures of the ladies, I don't have them up on the walls of my abode. I keep them where you wouldn't see them first thing if you walked into the place. But mine is on a computer, so... Anyway, I figured you guys would want to talk about my porn, so let's move on here. Sorry.
Запомни, если хочешь делать деньги, приходи работать на меня.
Where can I get?
Oh, Yoko, there you are. Okay.
Glad.
Come on, let's go for a walk, okay?
Right.
Okay, come on.
I thought I knew how to pause.
I don't even like.
Yeah, see, that's not going to get it done.
Where are we going?
To my car.
Why?
Because of your cousin owed me a lot of money, and until he pays me, you're first of the boat. Yako's ass is mine. What the fuck you mean, why?
Hey, you are a pretty relaxed guy, huh, Vlad?
Come on.
I like the way Nico handles Vlad, actually.
What's wrong with you? You gonna jump me?
No, I had a late night last night. Spent it with Mikhail.
Great.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, that's why I don't need to jump you. I jumped
Who
him.
the hell is Mikhail?
Mikhail's the man. Shit, my nose is bleeding. Is my nose bleeding?
No, not yet.
Fuck this. Come on. Wait!
Not
I'm
yet.
walking here. Let's go.
I'm walking here, he
Damn
says.
city, always trying to run you down, huh?
Hey, man, get about
Get a job, you deadbeat crackhead.
Just a little change, man.
Man, where do these people get off? Like I'm gonna pay for their drug habit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, say something. You're so fucking laid back. Warren, come on.
I'm irritated by the fact that you are not filling in, so I have to keep doing dialogue. Oh, he's a... never mind, I didn't get that. He's all worked up because he's doing blow.
Way over here so you could snort coke?
No, listen.
I don't always... Like, I've never been a drug guy. I drink way too much over the course of my life, but I've never been a drug guy. I don't always get it when
Stomach problem.
they do the little drug references in these games.
Yeah, listen,
And I spoke over the
yeah.
part about cutting
So,
stuff with
I need
laxative.
to get up to Duke's and get a car for me. It's a silver blister, and it's packed in the project.
Like, he started talking about his nose, my nose bleeding, and that wasn't enough. Thankfully, they had people like me in mind and made them just flat out say he's doing coke after that.
You're gonna drive over there?
What?
How are we gonna drive over there?
No, you're gonna take the train, buddy. You think I want to be in the car with the peasant? Come on. I'm gonna go meet somebody. Have a little
Okay.
party.
Fine. Have fun, dickhead.
So I talked over way too much of that, but I guess the idea is we're going to go kill a guy, and this is the mission that introduces us to the fact that the game has trains. I've never used trains. GTA 3 also had a subway system. The only time I ever used it was in my off-screening when I was going to get hidden packages, because one of them was in the subway. But they have these things. They are there if you want to use them. Icon upward circle indicates that something is above you. Right. This is when they actually explain that for the first time. You can accuse the game of over-explaining, but I think it is actually pretty important. Like, they don't assume you've played GTA games before, and it's fairly unobtrusive that just having it in that text box up in the corner. Because it would be pretty frustrating. If you've never played a GTA game before, it would get pretty frustrating. Anyway, there's the Wonder Wheel. trains travel to Toronto. So they're still doing a thing where the islands are all locked. Presumably you can use these trains to get to all the different islands once the islands are unlocked, and I guess they just don't travel there until... Oh, press Y to enter train, duh. I was like, I'm sitting here on the... Can I hijack a train? San Andreas would let me hijack the train. Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Alright, so I don't know why you would ever not just skip past this, but I guess if you really want to luxuriate in the Xbox 360 era graphics of the cityscape, you could do it. So, alright, I'm an idiot. I spoke over all of this stuff, and now I don't actually know what the mission is at all, so... Clean getaway. Go to the subway station. Oh, never mind. It's too late. Whatever we're actually supposed to be doing. Oh, dialogue. I can switch. Okay, where are we? I don't know. Nice detail. Mikhail gets the good stuff. It's got some laxative in it, though. Gives you stomach problems. Nice detail. Listen up. I need you to head up to Duke's and get a car. Silver Blista. I am taking the car. Asshole owes Mikhail some money. Okay, we're stealing the car. I'm not killing anybody. I'm just stealing a car. It appears that this mission is entirely there to teach you that there is a subway that you can use. Which is fine. There may or may not be some guys I have to fight to get the car. I don't remember this mission. I did it, like even I said I did it a couple of weeks ago, but like I said, I've been playing this game off screen with bourbon and coke, so some of the missions really don't have a whole lot to them. It's embarrassing to admit, I don't remember anything about them. There's probably a guy who will yell at me
This
when
car belonged to Vlad.
No, it's mine. Who asked you?
He belongs to Vlad now. You should pay your debts.
You that fat Russians, bitch? Just try and take.
I am. I'm taking it right now. Oh, wow. Special NPC holding onto the car. I should have remembered that.
I had your new car, Vlad. It's not pretty, though. Real dirty.
Dirty. I can't sell a dirty car. I know you cousins like them dirty. Maybe your whole yokel family drives around in a dirty car, but it's not the way over here. Fucking peasants don't do nothing right.
Hey, I could fuck this car up worse than a little dirt.
Relax, man. You should lose your age.
I'm just a nice, friendly guy who likes to joke around, okay?
Just take it over there, and then to my lockup just up Mohawk. Did they give the car up easy?
It was easy. I didn't even have to hurt the guy.
Good. Dead guys can't pay interest. You are learning.
Okay, so I don't know what car washes do in this game actually, and this mission is basically teaching us about subways and car washes. So what is the difference between a car wash and a pay and spray? Will a car wash fix my car? There's no particular reason it would. Then again, the spray shop shouldn't fix your car either, and it does. But I mean, for gameplay mechanics, the pay and spray serves two purposes. It will repair a damaged car, and it will lose your wanted level. I'm not sure what a car wash does. And I am curious, because we did take slight damage to the car. But it probably doesn't matter here. We're just going to... But you see, the car was just dirty. It doesn't matter that I damaged it. That's not what's triggering this. Oh, we get the fun experience of watching Nico in the car wash. It was apparently a 24-hour car wash, too. Maybe the idea is if you like the color of your car, but you want to lose the police's attention, you go to a car wash. That would be silly, but hopefully we'll get a little text box explaining what this does. Because it would be incredibly silly if it's just for this mission only and you never use the car wash again. Like, that would be fine if I choose not to use it again, but if, like, they never give you a reason to use it, they just did this mission explaining it, it might be, like, left over from... The car wash is always open, your car is clean. Like, it makes me wonder if, originally the car wash was going to serve some other purpose in the game. So they made this mission to introduce it, but then they changed the game mechanics around. Like, you'll get that occasionally. A story mission to introduce something that was intended to be a bigger part of the game, and then later in the development cycle, they're like, yeah, we're not going to bother to integrate that, but we'll keep the story mission. Because I don't think it matters if the car gets damaged. I don't think it affects my reward for the mission. It might, and if it does, so what? It's a plot thing. It does. I don't really care if we get like $450 instead of $500 because the car wasn't in optimal condition. It's annoying. We have optional side missions later, stealing cars and delivering them, where if you the better condition the car is in when you deliver it, the more money you get, and it's worth it to go to the pay and spray and actually get it in optimal condition before you turn it in. But if it takes enough damage, even though you can still take it to a pay and spray and get it repaired, you fail the mission if it's damaged too much. Like, just the objective lockup stops being a lockup destination you can go to. That's not worth explaining now. I should have explained that when we get to those missions. Whatever. Yeah, plus 150. Big frickin' whoop. Dial a number with your phone. Well, I guess I could do that game, but now I would prefer to call it a video. And when we come back next time, presumably we'll be doing more missions for Vlad, unless little Jacob or Roman or some other character in the plot calls us. I could do more dates with Michelle, but the only reason to do those would be to show off the dialogue. There is a humorous aspect of your relationship with Michelle that, when we get to a point later in the plot, I'll explain. It's something my sister watched me playing a bunch of this game. I think I talked about that. She picked up on it and I missed it, and it makes me laugh to this day. It's so obvious what's happening, and I was just completely missing it and was shocked. And she was like, "What? That was like the entire thing." Well, we'll get to that later. For now, thanks for watching. Tune in next time for more probably fun with our good friend Vlad. Bye-bye.